All right. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the Pig Trail Network. I am Ty Hudson. Hope you guys have had a fabulous week so far. Hopefully, you've been able to catch some of the live shows either during or after. Those are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 o'clock. Jordan Walsh, 5-star, big-time prospect for Arkansas. It kind of feels like deja vu, doesn't it? Justin Smith was the last time we did one of these, and that went pretty well. We'll see about tonight, or here in a minute, here in about T-minus 13 minutes. That light is like all up in my grill. You need to about face, sir. Yeah. My neighbor's dogs are pretty loud at the moment. They're right outside my window barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Simmer down, Duke. Simmer down. I'm almost certain he's a Razorback. Calm down. God. Biggest hog fan you've ever seen. Let's get a glug of some water here really quick. What's up, Ty? What's going on? So we did a really quick, and again, this is for those of you who are coming in now, the announcement's not for another 12 minutes or so. It's going to be on Instagram, and we're just going to stream it. We did this again for Justin Smith. We've done this, and we did this for Malik Hornsby, a number of prospects who do this stuff live. I try to cover them all. It's not always easy, especially when they do these really long ceremonies, and you're like, all right, what's going on here? Who farted? You might be hearing my chair. My chair is awfully squeaky. Nick Smith. No, my bad. Sorry. We were talking about Justin Smith last night. My bad. We were talking about Justin Smith in Razorback basketball last night in Discord. It's my bad. All right? Mistakes happen. It's not like the radio where someone can mess up and nobody's there to correct them. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, no, we did Nick Smith. We did Malik Hornsby. We did we've done several. We did a lot of football, and we're just now getting around to doing basketball here. So yeah, I got it, Carson. Thank you. I got it. I apologize. My bad. Jesus. Will Brandon be there for the announcement? Who? How many are going to the red-white game on Sunday? Yeah, Sunday red-white scrimmage. I don't know the time on that. Arkansas needs to score some elite recruits on the defensive side next year, especially if we lose Poole. Well, Brown is gone. Morgan's gone. Catalon possibly. Poole can come back. He has another year of eligibility. So there's Ridgeway on the defensive line. Who is Brandon? Who y'all talking about? I'm lost. Who's Brandon? I heard Walsh almost committed somewhere else yesterday and must see. Here we go. All the rumors come flying in. We don't know. Like everything else is just bullshit. Don't believe every damn thing you read off a message board. I don't know. I'll say this much. All the people that have been pretty accurate on Twitter about where these prospects are going all kind of did the same thing where they hinted towards his commitment here. Hognonymous did their thing, there have been more than enough pretty reliable people that whom I've talked to behind the scenes. Not that they're deep insiders, but just people that have been fairly accurate who feel like he's all hog. Not to mention the crystal balls. I mean, the crystal balls are just kind of he's 100% crystal ball to Arkansas. I don't know who Brandon is. Maybe I'm old. I don't know. I'm pushing 40. I have no idea with you guys and your social media slang. I just YouTube Let's Go Brandon. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. I'll do that later. On a side note, my Chiefs are killing me. Oh, they are, Dwight. They are. I noticed that. Chiefs are bad or not good, especially on defense. Kelly Marie's deleting some political stuff. Yeah, let's try to keep the political stuff. I mean, we're here for Razorback talk. I don't mind the occasional. I don't mind the occasional. Man. But if you get deep into politics here, Lamar Jackson going off this year. Ty, it's a meme for saying, oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not interested in that right now. I'm interested in Walsh. LSU lost another defensive starter. I thought I saw someone in Discord talk about that. Now I'm getting DMs about what it means. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I get it. All right. I do like the Justin Smith, Jordan Walsh comparison. There might very well be. That might be a pretty good comparison. I don't know, obviously, with Justin Smith, who came in as someone who'd already played Power 5 basketball, Walsh coming in as a kid out of high school, but maybe that's his role next year with the Razorbacks. You talk about one of the best classes ever put. I mean, it doesn't get much better than what they have right now. I mean, this class is ridiculous right now. Even without Walsh, Nick Smith, Darian Ford, Barry Dunning, Joseph Pinion. And I've had people try to convince me, like, look, man, there have been other classes better than this, and I'm like, I don't think so. I really don't. Even without Walsh, I'm not so sure about that. 3 4-stars and a 5-star according to 247. Right now, as it stands, the Razorbacks have the number 1 ranked class in the SEC and the number 4 nationally. You land Walsh. It's I mean, is it the number 1 class? I don't know. Probably, maybe, up there, top 2, top 3. Definitely bumps up a spot. So, yeah. T-minus 6 minutes. We're creeping up on it. For those of you who are watching this after the fact, before you start complaining and moaning, oh, I just want to get to the stream when he announces. Just fast forward. Fast forward to like the 14-minute mark or something. I'll try to tag it. 2 p.m. I'm not sure what that means. Alex, what are you talking about with the 2 p.m. talk, sir? So, really quick, I'm going to flip my screen here in just a second. We're going to see if this is, see where we're at on their stream, on their side. We will be live tomorrow for the 11 o'clock for our show tomorrow. Paul, there we go. Paulie. All right. Is his live up yet? It doesn't look like it is. So he's not live yet. It's going to be on Paul Biancardi. I can never pronounce that guy's name. But he's ESPN's National Director of Recruiting. He will go live, and as soon as he does, I'll hand it over there. We've got about 5 minutes. So while we wait here just a second, we got to going to give the sponsors a real quick shout out here really fast. I got to go do something anyways, so I'll be right back. And as soon as I go live, we'll stream Walsh's commitment.
At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
How you doing?
I am doing great.
You're doing great because it's commitment day for Jordan Walsh.
All right.
Great seeing you. How's the setup down there at Drive Nation?
Setup is good. We got folks coming in, some coaches, some trainers, family. Just a few folks coming in. So
There we go. All right, we're gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna flip this back over to them. He is live,
Exciting.
and you guys enjoy.
And
I'm
the
gonna mute.
superstar is
and
close by.
He is.
Let's go. Let's hope it's Arkansas and not
10 yards away from
Texas.
me right now. So,
Sounds great.
hey, what's going on? Good to see you as well. All right. Man is here.
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
What's happening, man?
You doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Good deal, good deal.
Good seeing you.
Sir, you too.
All right.
You got all the celebrities there.
Man, I tell you. Thank you for everything. Yes, indeed. All right.
Okay, which way do
So I'm gonna let you see who all here, Paul. You may recognize. Of course, there's my lovely wife. Say hi,
Hello,
Coach.
how are you?
Good seeing you again.
Good to see you as well.
And then that's a look at the folks that are just kind of milling around. And then
Drive Nation.
yeah, here's his brother.
How you doing, boy? How you doing?
And his twin brother Joshua over there. That's Coach Paul Biancardi right there. All right. And you can see Jordan standing back there next to his coach, godmothers.
Yep.
All right.
Godmamas,
All right. Cool.
God sisters.
We got godfathers, god sisters, god brothers, god children.
Yes,
Yes, indeed.
They're
Yes,
all
indeed.
here.
Oh, this is great. I love it.
Exciting time.
We got people joining. Lots of folks jumping on this Instagram Live. We got Texas folks, Kansas folks, TCU folks, Arkansas folks, Arizona State fans. A lot of people on this.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Good stuff. Well, we're going to just address this crowd right here for a quick minute, and then Jordan's going to be standing right in front of you, Coach.
Okay.
He's gonna sit here.
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock on the dot. So we'll go ahead.
Jordan.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I just, first off, it's 5 o'clock, so I want to be respectful of everybody's time. And first off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for coming out to share this moment with us. We really do appreciate you guys coming out. Some special people here. First, I just want to recognize godparents are here. Thank you all for coming. So glad you could be here. And then we have Coach Charles Sophie, who's been training and coaching Jordan since, since he was able to walk and chew gum. So we thank you for being here as well. State championship high school coach Brandon Thomas, Faith Family Academy in the house. Thank you so much for being here. And then his EYBL AAU Drive Nation coach Brandon Espinosa back there. Also Paul Finn, college head coach. Thank you all for being here. And dear friends, KD's in the house. Jordan's brothers are here. Jared and his twin brother Joshua is here. And our Gentry support team is here. We're just so happy for you all being here. So thank you all for coming. I didn't want to leave anybody out. And I know many people are online viewing as well. Much appreciation to you all for being here to share this moment with us. And so without any further ado, we're going to get the young man of the minute to come up. Coach Paul Biancardi is on Instagram Live. So for those of you all that are tech savvy, if you want to jump in on Instagram Live, Paul Biancardi's page, please, by all means, do so. And then right after Paul is through interviewing Jordan and he makes his announcement, I'd like for everybody to jump on Jordan's Instagram Live because he's got special content to share with everybody as well. So once again, thank you all for coming. Good to see you. Our man Walsh, Jordan, McDonald's All-American just stepped in the house. Good, great. Coach Bob, awesome. Thank you all for being here, man. It means a lot. All right, so it is 5:02. So, social media in the house, still visuals. Y'all seen plenty of his work, I'm sure. He's the man that puts it together for us. All right.
All right.
All right, so Jordan, Coach Paul, you ready for you?
You gonna turn the music on? Honey.
What's up, Coach?
Jordan Walsh,
What's good?
we got you. You're at Drive Nation, Irving, Texas.
Yes,
You
sir.
made it in from Link Academy, okay?
I did. It was good. It was smooth.
Good. That's your new school for your senior year, Link Academy. Tell us about your new school.
I mean, it's great. Their focus is always on getting better, pushing me to be the best version of myself I can be always. And the coaching staff is great. I mean, the living conditions is great. Everything about the school is just great. It's a perfect fit for me.
Yeah, Rodney Perry, an outstanding high school coach, AAU coach, and he coached in college.
For sure.
How about your
Great.
loaded roster? Tell us about
Man.
just some of those guys you got. My goodness.
Man, we're loaded. It's great. Like, on my whole team, we're all focused on winning. Like, everybody wants to win. Like, there's not any type of secret animosity. Like, everybody wants to win. We all focus on one goal. And, I mean, it just makes for a perfect team atmosphere.
Yeah, recently I just was with you at the Wooten 150 camp in Dallas.
Right.
You had a strong 2 days. You won the one-on-one championship. That's always nice.
For sure. Just a
For
little
bragging
bonus.
rights. How was your experience at the camp?
It was great. Obviously, thank you for the invite, you and Coach Wooten. It was a great experience for me coming back from my second year. The competition was great. I got a great feel to come back and play against my hometown friends and also people who may have been ranked higher than me, who are from other states that came down to play me too. So, it was a great competitive environment for me, for sure.
Well, you said yesterday on a video you made, it's commitment day. It's commitment time.
Yes, sir.
So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
All right. Now, you have no official list, but you got a bunch of schools. You got Arkansas, Texas, Kansas, Arizona State, USC, TCU.
Right. Yeah, and they're all great schools. They all showed me great hospitality through this process, and I just want to thank all of them. I want to thank my family sitting here with me, although you cannot see them. They're here supporting me. All my family and friends are here supporting me, and it's just great to have them to take me through this process. It's great. I'm real thankful for everybody.
Jordan Walsh, when are you going to play your college basketball next season?
So next year, I'll be attending the University of Arkansas.
You know what you're supposed to say now, right?
What am I supposed to say?
Woo Pig Suey.
Oh yeah. We gotta do a little. You know.
Mom knows it well. We got some Paul fans in here that can show us how to do it. Teach us how to do it, man.
Jordan Walsh, ESPN top 10 prospect, 5-star player, just committed to Arkansas. All right, why the Razorbacks?
I mean, the coach believed in me since day one. It's just a great environment. The fan base is crazy. The coaching staff is focused on winning. It's just a great environment for me to be able to succeed on the next level. And I feel like with the team being there, with the team that he's building, I have much trust in everybody that's going there. I have much trust in the guys that are there this year to do great and to be able to get to that next level better than they did last year, even though they had a great run. I feel like, all that together makes it the program for me.
You told me Coach Muss and his staff had a plan for you. Tell us what that plan is.
So their plan is to get me in work as hard as we possibly can and get to that next level. I mean, that's the plan going into college, and hopefully we can succeed with that and get to the next level.
When you were on your visit, you said there was a big whiteboard. Tell us about that with the plan. That was cool.
Yeah, they on my visit they had a whiteboard in a conference room, and they filled it up. They wrote on the whole thing about my plan for me as soon as I step on campus, every week, every practice, what I'm going to be doing, achievements, and they just drew it out and put it in front of me and was like, "This is the plan for you. We're going to get you here. We're going to get you out as in the least amount of time as possible." And it was great to see that, for sure.
What do you know about your new fan base, the Razorbacks?
They're crazy. I mean, they're crazy. They're crazy supportive, though. I love it.
You're the only show in town, basketball-wise. There's no pro teams.
Yeah.
All right, now Nick Smith committed to Arkansas as well. Now Arkansas has 2 5-star prospects. Did you discuss things with Nick before this?
He kept asking me where I was going. He didn't believe I was going to Arkansas, but I couldn't tell him. But he kept asking me about it. But yeah, we talked.
Now, when you think about you and him on the wings, how excited do you get about that?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. For sure. Just dangerous.
That's awesome. Congratulations. This is a big moment for you. For someone who's never been recruited or going through the recruiting process right now, what's your advice to the next wave of recruits?
To me, I feel like the more confident you are in yourself, the better you're going to put on the court. And the better you put on the court, the more coaches are going to be able to see you. So you can build that confidence by being in the gym every night or every morning at 6 o'clock. Like, just do what you got to do to get better, to be able to build that brand for yourself. And I feel like that's what I did. With like the help of the people around me, I feel like they helped me become the best version of myself.
Well, for those that have not seen you play or don't know your game well enough, you're one of the best two-way players in the high school game. You have an everyday, every play mentality, loaded with versatility, outstanding rebounder, driver, defender, jump shot is there. We know you can play one-on-one because you won the one-on-one championship at the Wooten Camp. You have a completeness, a well-roundedness, but I know you're the type of guy who's still got so much to work on.
For sure. Got a lot to work on. I'm not done yet. Not yet.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing this moment with us, and we'll follow you this year at Link Academy and then next year in the SEC with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Jordan Walsh, thank you very much.
Sir.
Hey, Paul, I just want
Yes.
to tell you that the secret weapon to all of his success is right there. Doc.
Oh,
That's
there she is, Mama.
That's the secret to his success right there.
Mama, big hand.
Beautiful mom. She's the secret.
All right, guys.
Guy. All
Have
right.
a fabulous day.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Blue Pig Suey.
Wow. I've got it up on my phone here. I was listening to it through my phone. How about that? Oh, take another L, UT. Take another L, Texas fans. Are you kidding? Let's go, baby. I had every one of my DMs. Ty, I'm hearing he's going to Texas. All these people are saying he's going to Texas. And I'm like, wait a minute. Who? Because I'm not hearing that. And I didn't want to correct anybody. And I get it. I do think his recruiting, I know Texas pushed. I know they pushed at the end. There's no doubt that Texas pushed at the end. I think that's where a lot of that came from. A lot of people heard and saw, Beard over there at Texas is doing this, that, and the other. And I think that's where a lot of that came from. It's founded, some of it, but I hadn't heard anyone say anything about UT. And then today you had more crystal balls come in for Arkansas. Those crystal balls are just a clanging. How about that, man? Haagen-Dazs says, Ty, we got him. I know. It's my stream. Kept capturing his stream. I know. I was here. Now it's time to go get Anthony Black, just like I said in Discord. I didn't see you say that in Discord. Did you say that in Discord, Will? I agree. It's time to hopefully you can get him. That would be, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this with Arkansas recruiting. And I think a lot of it comes from the fact Sam Pittman has instilled his identity is in the football program, right? Like who he is as a coach, it bleeds through his team, trying to play up front on the offensive line of scrimmage football. Musselman, it's like the same thing with basketball. Like it's got his fingerprints all over this basketball program. And the weird thing is, this is how you felt like going from Nolan Richardson to the next guy should have felt like. This should have been the transition that was 20 years ago. This is what you feel like should have happened. Nolan, who of course, helped create a monster in the Razorback basketball program, but Eddie Sutton laid the foundation. Nolan comes in, takes him 2 or 3 years to get things rolling, and then the rest is history. You're a Final Four. You're in the Final Four every other year. It feels like you're making Sweet 16s, Elite Eights, and then the meltdown kind of happens. But you still feel like had things not gone the way that they did there those last couple of years with Nolan kind of. I mean, there was obviously some animosity there between he and the higher ups at the university. Had some of that not happen, had there been a peaceful transition, you feel like this is exactly what probably could have happened. Stan Heath just didn't work out. But this feels like what should have happened. It feels like we're 20 years late. Like we've been waiting around for almost for 2 decades for this. Instead, you went and you tanked, and your basketball program was lucky to make postseason ball. Eric Musselman, year 2, he gets you to the Elite Eight. That should have been the transition. Of course, 2020, we don't know how that would have ended up, although Arkansas was on the outside looking in to tournament play. But they had won an SEC tournament game. But I think a lot of what you see, I mean, this has just got Eric Musselman's fingerprints all over it. I mean, it's fantastic. The recruiting has just been, and all you heard was that this guy, I mean, he's a transfer portal guy. And he continues, like, prospect after prospect to prove people wrong. It's pretty great. Jordan will be an Arkansas legend. Ware is not coming to Arkansas. He has no interest in staying in Arkansas. How many scholarships Arkansas basketball has left? They should have room for Black. If Black is there, I think they have room. They do have room for Black, I'm pretty sure. Bud Walton is already going to be rocking this year. Imagine next year. And I'm just now cracking open the book on Arkansas basketball this year. I'm just now opening the book on where things are at, where, what I think Arkansas is capable of doing, which is kind of a challenge because we're right here in the thick of things with football. But Ware isn't interested staying. Yeah, I don't think that happens. I'm not gonna dog Anderson because he pulled us out of the abyss. Anderson, I mean, he won. He just couldn't. He struggled once he got into postseason play. It just didn't happen. He couldn't get past the second round of the NCAA tournament, and the guy just. I think he really hit his ceiling here, which is unfortunate. I wish we could have had something like, the success that he had at other schools. But it still feels like Arkansas to me feels like one of the most underperforming basketball programs in the 2000s, or at least one of them, right? At least one of the most underperforming basketball schools when you consider the influence. And like they pointed out, like Paul pointed out, you're the only show in town. There is nothing else here in terms of sports. There's no NBA. There's no other big time Division I. There's no other big FBS. There's no Arkansas State. Who are they? Like, who cares about? No one cares about them. Arkansas, the Razorbacks, are it. That's why there's 5,000 podcasts on Arkansas Razorback sports. There's nothing else here in terms of sports, and that only benefits you. And so you talk about the statewide, region-wide. I'd go beyond the state, region-wide influence, even in your down years. The history of Arkansas basketball, the names, the trophies, the things that they have accomplished in basketball. The last two decades are just inexcusable. It should not have fallen as far as they did. Stan Heath on the surface looked like a great hire. He really did. Coming in, I don't think he was the number one guy. We're not going to go down the politics as to why some of that stuff happened. That was so long ago now. Let's not even focus on that. But they made the hire, and he just was never really that great of a fit. And then so on and so forth. You skip ahead. You get to the next guy, Powell, year one, you think, oh, Arkansas could be pretty great, and then the rest is kind of history with that. And then Mike Anderson comes along, which seemed like a gift from God, snatching him from Mizzou. Ty, watch out for what this season is bringing us with what we have on the roster now. Right. I agree. Anderson was a transition good coach. Anderson was a transition. Well, 8 years is a hell of a long time for a transition coach. If that's what you're saying, that's a hell of a long period of time for a transition coach for like that kind of hire. I don't think if that's what you're saying, he wasn't a transition hire. No, he was. When they brought him in from Mizzou fans were having meltdowns. I remember that. I remember the excitement all around the state when they hired him. Calipari is a slime ball. Someone asked me yesterday if he would be the next. Maybe that was last night in our Discord. I can't remember, but somebody had asked if Musselman's going to be the next Calipari, and I'm like, is that what you want to be? I don't think that's what you. His influence, right, or like him having this infamy that he has as being the best coach in the best program, but that's not been true at Kentucky. No, I want him to do better than that. You got to admit, though, Anderson did bring some monster talent, just never got us far. He had some great teams. It just makes you wonder, fine, recruiting is one thing, but then proving it on the court is something else entirely, and he just struggled with it. I thought the best thing he did, one of the best things he did in his career, one of the best things was when he got Portis back for year two. You saw the change in Portis's game. Like he was just a better all-around player. I hope Muss wins more than Cal, only one national championship. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Like I think a lot of Kentucky fans would agree he's underperformed. Anderson could definitely recruit, but not like Musselman. Not even on the same planet. Not even on the same planet. You don't get these prospects. Mike Anderson doesn't get these guys. Let's just call it like it is. Maybe one of them. And I have to say this every time we bring up Mike Anderson. I wanted him to succeed so badly, not just because it was Arkansas, not because of, even if it's a bias thing, which it certainly is, but another part of it is I loved that game, the 40 minutes, the 40 minutes of hell, what Nolan did. I wanted to get back to that. And that Mike Anderson, I've always heard he's like a super great guy. He could recruit pretty well and, could get you into tournament and get you far into tournament play. You were excited about Mike Anderson. Just didn't come together. But I was disappointed. I was really disappointed those last 2 years. Well, last 2 years. And you knew like down years were coming. Now, to be fair, too, the transfer portal, look at this. If you can work the portal and recruit those down years, if you do it right, you're not going to have very many of those down years. The next thing they need to do, Arkansas needs to do, is they need to secure Hunter Yurachek. The first thing they need to do, and then they need to keep him happy and keep everybody. I'm so thrilled with what they have on campus in terms of coaches. Must don't buy players. Come on, I don't know what you're talking about, Michael. Seems like every time I go live, I've got to shake my head at one of your comments. What the hell are you talking about? I never said he bought players. What are you talking about? Must actually coaches. Calipari is that if your claim, Michael, is that maybe that's where the comparison is, that maybe Cal's paying players. I'm not saying that that's the case. Anybody heard anything on Black's decision? I don't know if he's got a timetable or not. I don't know. I know they're having some eligibility issues about his high school transfer. John McDonald, best collegiate coach of all time. I mean, you can, it's hard to argue that, but they're not supposed to speak about NIL deals. I read St. John's wanted to quit on Anderson last year. I don't know. I wish him the best. I wish Mike the best. I really do. Ty, 3 words for you. Woo, pig suey. Have a great day. Thanks, Kenneth. I appreciate that, man. Anderson's style just didn't work anymore because of TV timeouts. But TV timeouts are nothing new, though, Gavin. I mean, that's the only good excuse is how the NCAA kind of changed. I don't know like the slap rule or whatever, or like you can't, like they really, the way you play defense, it's a little bit more conservative now because of that particular rule change. Someone's gonna have to bail me out on that rule change. It's like the slap rule or hands rule or something. There was a legitimate argument, and it was right after, if I remember right, the year he came here, his first year at Arkansas, they changed that rule. Now, I don't think, and maybe it was the second year, I can't remember, but it seemed like around the time he came to Arkansas, they made a rule change, and a lot of people believe that had something to do with it, but if you're a good coach, certainly you're not relying on that one thing, right? That can't be what brings you down is something, a rule change like that. Maybe it did, I don't know. Only good excuse for Anderson is hand checking. That's what it is, hand checking. William says you don't know that. Shaking my head. Don't know what. Muss puts together a very prolific presentation about how he and his staff can prepare that prospect for the NBA, and now he has a lottery pick to solidify his sales pitch. I think Will's talking to somebody else. Again, I've never made the claim that he's cheating. I think, again, he's selling them. I think he's selling them on his knowledge of what it takes to get to the NBA. I've made that comment here a lot. His ability to, his experience in the league speaks for itself. His resume is super impressive. And then on top of that, his social media presence is just amazing. Again, I don't know. I'm assuming you guys are talking to each other. I don't know. I hope that wasn't aimed at me because I've never made the claim that he's cheating, and I don't think that's the case. Tony Brown, as a never die supporter for Anderson, he did some things wrong. I can admit that. Didn't recruit like this. He definitely did not recruit like this. He had some really solid classes. There's no doubt. I think if I remember right, he had a couple of top 8, top 10 classes, I think, or at least one. Oh, you're responding to Google user. Okay. My bad. Bring back hand checking. Wrong pipe. I always tilt my head back to read chat when I... Damn it. We need to not lose Coach Muss or Coach Pittman or Coach Dave Van Horn. Those coaches got Arkansas on the map nationally. Name another program that's doing what Arkansas is right now. Name another program. I really can't think of one off the top of my head. Elite 8 basketball appearance. Hosted their super regional, should have made the College World Series, but they played a very red-hot NC State team. And then football ranked into the top 10, regardless if they belong there or not, got them ranked into the top 10. I mean, name another program in the country. I mean, you could tack on the other stuff, right? Women's basketball, track, but I'm talking about the 3 things that sell the most tickets, that get the most eyeballs on television. Name another program that's doing this. Hunter Yurachek, it feels like, I don't know if you guys remember after they hired Bobby Petrino. I don't know how old some of you are. I don't know how old, how involved you guys were when they hired Petrino. But the first thing I said to my dad, I called him. I was actually in the I was at the there's a barbecue joint on Weddington, right next to Maple Manor. I forgot the name of it now. Wasn't Whole Hog. Boar's Nest. That's what it was. It was Boar's Nest. I was in Boar's Nest. ESPN made the announcement, And the first thing I did was I got on the phone with my dad and I said, Dad, we cannot let him go. It feels like that. Like Hunter Yurachek, that is the equivalent. Now, I'm not saying he's the equivalent in terms of what happened to Petrino. I think he's more on the up and up. But it has that similar feeling to it. You know, like when he first hired Petrino, it was like, we cannot let this guy go. We know what he's capable of. Now, we didn't know what Hunter Yurachek was capable of, but based on the evidence that we have before us, Hunter Yurachek looks like the world's greatest athletic director. I mean, I don't know of anyone that's any better. I'm going to get drunk tonight and smoke a big-ass cigar. Golly, I loved reading that. I have one cigar left, and I've got a little bit of rum left. Bring back physical defense to basketball and blank Roger Goodell. Okay, duly noted. It's like we're living in a dream. I'm telling you, Hunter Yurachek, you need to crown him, make him governor of the state of Arkansas. I mean, do not let him go. Now, look, there was a period of time where I thought Jeff Long was doing a pretty good job when he brought in Mike Anderson. He had Bobby Petrino. Baseball was doing what baseball does with Dave Van Horn. You thought that same, and I'm not saying that it's going to be this way forever. I don't know. I know how this is. I still have people that go back to my old videos and leave, what do you say about it now, Ty, kind of comments. I know that happens. And look, I don't have a crystal ball, but I could tell you, based on the evidence that we have today, I don't know that there's a better athletic director in the country. And on top of that, he's just doing a good job, and he's not afraid. Everyone I've ever talked to have had the opportunity to meet him and shake his hand. He's a real personable guy. Didn't really hear that as much about the last guy. Bobby Petrino is a dossier. Now look at Kansas. Yeah, look at Kansas now. Again, I mean, it's real easy. It's real easy to play Captain Hindsight right now. But when he was here, he had Petrino. He hired Mike. Again, baseball was doing baseball things. Dave Van Horn was killing it. I remember the arguments on Twitter that Jeff Long's, and then you looked at his ability to raise money, but then you talked to the people that actually worked for him. Talk to those people. Talk to the people. I don't know if the ticket office will tell you everything, but there's some stories out there how much they hated Jeff Long and Bobby Petrino. But you look now at how things are going at KU. You just never know, man. You never know. But right now, Arkansas is the hottest program in college athletics, period. Speaking of Petrino, he comes back to Fayetteville next year to play. He does. You kind of had to let Bobby go considering – yes, you did. Question, what are the odds? Although at the time, when you didn't have all the details and the story just kind of broke, you were like, well, okay, big deal. I mean, he wrecked on a bike. What of it? He has a neck brace on. And then you find out about him hiring someone that he was – having an affair with and promoting her, and then it got really bad. And he lied to the fans, the media, to his boss. So, all right, really, really damn excited about this. Walsh committing to Arkansas. Let's look at Hog Sports really quick. Have they updated it yet? Oh, my goodness. Did Hog Sports update they don't usually. Sometimes it takes them a minute. It takes them like a little bit. Oh, they added him. There he is. So according to their calculator, this is now your average star rating is 0.97. You're still the number one ranked in the SEC, number 4 nationally. Oh, boy. Joseph Pinion, 4-star out of Morrilton. Barry Dunning out of number 1 player out of the state of Alabama, 4-star. Darian Ford. You feel like Darian Ford's commitment kind of got buried. Like it was a big deal, and then everyone was like, yeah, okay, moving on. So you had Pinion. Pinion was the first of this bunch to commit back on almost a year ago. 10-23-20. I remember at the time people were like, he's one of the most underrated players in this class, and then he got a bump. Next, you moved on to Barry Dunning, July 5th. That was a big get, right? And then Darian Ford, a day before my birthday. Yay, July 14th, out of Magnolia. Nick Smith, on the 29th, just last month. And then today, Jordan Walsh, 2 5-stars back-to-back. They do have room, as I understand it. All these rules and the changes to recruiting are just it's getting to where you've got to refresh their rules page. You feel like almost on a monthly basis. You got to refresh because there's a lot of things on the table. I know there's some changes coming. We've got transfer rule changes, all this stuff that's been implemented. So Long seemed like a robotic, empty corporate imbecile. Says Razorback fan 2794. You say that, but the guy raised a ton of money. That is the one positive thing that guy brought. I mean, you can say whatever you want about him. I'll agree with it. But that guy brought so much freaking money. It was just ridiculous. And some say he's kind of responsible for, breaking the whole Nolan Richardson, the relationship between the university and Nolan, that he kind of helped forge that back together. Nick Smith just tweeted, "We not done." So Anthony Black still on the table. Let's not forget who we have this year. I think Devo is going to be great. Yeah, right. Well, true. But we're focusing on right now on this recruiting class. This year's going to be great. Basketball, again, at first glance, that is definitely a tournament team without a doubt. And we'll try to build on top of that, see what they are. Oh my God, Nick Smith just tweeted that. Legit? ? Yeah, let's get the likes up. I had almost 500 people in here and had 40 likes. Come on. You guys know what's up. Damn, a Hurricane can recruit. I don't know what you're saying there. If we get Anthony Black, I'm telling you, man, Black is huge. Black would be a huge get. He did just tweet that. Let me find it really quick. We not done. Right there it is. Right there it is. Pachow. Let me flip my screen. Pachow. Right there. We not done. Yeah, I'll like and retweet that. Sure will. That's huge, man. All right. Got to get done with tonight. I've got some more notes and stuff to go over. For tomorrow's show, tomorrow 11 o'clock, I left the Auburn week helmet up. Shout out to Will. I call that the red wall. He put that together for me. Will Watkins, who's in chat. Shout out, man. Hognado takes shelter immediately. Chances. Oh, did you guys see? Hold on. We can't end this stream without watching. I need a new keyboard. This keyboard is so loud. Did they? Oh no. All right. Let me flip the screen again here. Oh, I better turn up the volume. Hang on. There was some other stuff. There's something else I wanted to... This shirt, by the way. This shirt. Oh, my gosh. No forward-facing hog. I wonder why. Because it's a horrible logo. I don't want to watch a whole 2-minute thing. Right here. Here we go. Sure you guys can hear it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Sonic Magic. Your Ripley.
Yes, I'd like
500 breakfast burritos.
I'm sorry, did you say 500?
You know what? Actually, make it 1,000 breakfast burritos.
1,000 breakfast burritos?
Yep.
Who are you feeding?
I'm going to feed the entire student section for the Arkansas football game when Auburn comes to town. So I need these Saturday morning at 9 a.m. so you guys can start cooking now.
Okay, we're glad to do it.
Awesome.
We'll have that ready Saturday morning.
Saturday, I'm gonna be right back in this stall number 2. All right, at 9 a.m.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Let's go, Sonic.
Oh man. And then Sonic retweeted that. The official Sonic retweeted that. He's an internet star, man. Barstool, those guys love him. Like, how can you not love Eric Musselman? I feel like there was another one. I feel like there was oh yeah, the one where he always gives his players, you know, he talked about Moses Moody on Twitter. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Best basketball coach in the land. That's all there is to it. How tall is Jordan? What is he? I just had it up. You had to ask me that. Hang on. It's 6'8", 6'7", 190. That's his size. So, yeah. Again, according to 247 has already updated their page. Number 4 class in the country. Number 1 in the SEC. If you get black, I don't know how you're not number 1 in the country. I really don't. So we'll see if Arkansas hangs in the top 5 when the dust settles. But what a get for Arkansas! All right, we're gonna end it there. Again, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Share the content. I'll see you guys in the morning at 11 o'clock. We're gonna do our Auburn breakdown. I think we've got some injury updates as well. Some things that We'll touch on it tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. How are we not number 1 now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I kind of thought they'd be higher than 4, if I'm being honest. I really thought they would be 2 or 3. Maybe their actual calculator's a little bit behind. I don't know. But it's a .97 rating with 2 5 stars and 3 4 stars, according to 247. So I don't know. Maybe that's not the final. Maybe the calculator isn't caught up. Maybe the site calculator's not caught up. Maybe maybe there's a way you add the player and it doesn't really calculate until maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It seems like that'd be weird for that to be the case, but we'll check on it tomorrow. So again, 11 o'clock. Walsh is a hog. Thanks for the super chat, Will. We were moved up to number 2. Well, I'm looking at it right now, and it says number 4. I'll refresh it. On 247. On 247, now maybe you're looking at rivals. I don't know. So, we are 2 now, what they said on drive time. Well, they're probably looking at rivals because, again, I'm looking right at 247, and it's number 4. 2 would feel accurate. 2 5 stars and 3 4 stars, and I don't know. When you get up near the top, though, it's like, hey, you're top 5. Wasn't that long ago you'd be begging for this kind of class, and what matters is you've got some big time talent in this class. That's what matters. We could discuss rank later. But this is pretty impressive what Musselman's doing. So, all right, again, I'll see you guys in the morning. 11 o'clock, be here. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the content. I'll see you in the morning. Woo pig suey, go Hogs, baby. If this doesn't put you in a good mood, I don't know what does. Really. Go Hogs.